Okay, so I've been wanting to talk about Aero Precision for a little while, ever since I started seeing all the controversy around it. Uh, Firstly, I will say I've been using their products for a long time. Built a couple of regular ARs, some M4E1s when they started rolling that stuff out. Had probably one of the best upper receivers I've ever had in an M4E1 with a ballistic advantage from Aero. That was literally probably one of the best upper receivers I've ever had. But they've always made some really great stuff. I've always had good luck with them. But I think everybody knows they kind of went out of stock of everything and then just kind of dropped off and didn't really give updates for anything at all and kind of left us all hanging. And I was in the middle of my third or fourth Aero Precision build when they kind of just dropped off. I was trying to build an M5 or was going to start, and they didn't have any stock for months and months, and I actually ended up messaging them and getting a response, and I said, what's going on with stock? M5 and Aero stuff has been out of stock for a while. They said, hi Justin, we've been facing major supply chain challenges but are working to get everything restocked as soon as possible. And I said, I hope you guys get back in full swing. I really love all the Aero guns and products I've bought. Prayers and pulling for you guys. Just slam the market with stock and everyone will come right back buying everything up. They said, thank you for the kind words. That is the plan once we get everything sorted out. And then I think we all did kind of see the big message that came up about Aero and some sister companies changing hands, that someone else is buying them. So I don't know, I guess the hope is that they can come back full swing, and it sounds like that's their plan. But until then, this is kind of like a controversial part because it is, going to be the upper receiver in our first upcoming build series, and it is an extremely nice quality part. But if the company changes hands or is no longer a company at all, kind of sucks. But we are going to use it nonetheless and see what it does, see how it performs, which, I mean, the ones I've had already, we've had thousands and thousands of rounds on them. There was no significant difference in how the wear was inside the receiver or anything like that. I've never found any problems. The one M4E1 I had was a slick slide one, even with no forward assist, and I had probably 2,000 to 3,000 rounds on that firearm before we sold it, and I never had a reason to even use it anyway. I never had out of batteries or anything like that. So yeah, hopefully it's still solid, and hopefully we see some more of Aero Precision soon. Specifically, this receiver is just their standard AR-15 7075 T6 aluminum. It's not as fancy as their M4E1, but it's much cheaper. I think their M4E1 version is like 150 or 160 bucks, if you can even get it. Obviously, you can't get anything from them right now anyway. I snagged this at, I think, Bass Pro when I snagged an M4E1 lower receiver as well. Last year, a year before, when we had some builds going on with them, and we've always liked their parts, so it would be nice to see them come back. Until then, yeah, thanks for watching, guys.